Doncic at the podium now after a 29-point effort in Game 4.
Košarko in to je meni veselje. Vem, da zmerom ne bo glih lepo, ne igra se zmer dobro, ampak jaz kla uživam z igranjem košarke.
Tim McMahon here on the right.
Luka, you told us yesterday that you were going to leave the refs alone and focus on having fun. Then you followed through on that, a lot like OKC Game 5. What difference do you think that made for you tonight?
It just helps out my team. We were locked in. I think especially in the defensive end, we played with pace, and that helps them. I'm here to help them, in every way I can. So we just got to play like that.
Luka, Dave McMenamin, ESPN. How does the outlook change now in the series that you have a win under your belt and you have a few more days of life headed to Boston?
I mean, it doesn't change anything. Like I said at the beginning of the series, it's first to four, and we're gonna believe till the end. So we just gotta keep going. I have big belief in this team that we can do it. So we just gotta keep believing.
Tim Reynolds in the back.
Luka, Tim Reynolds with the AP. You've said all series about the belief that you have, that this team has. How much more satisfying is it, number one, that people saw why that belief is there, but also this wasn't just you. You had a big first half, but you had a lot of guys do a lot of big things tonight. How critical is that for this group?
Yeah, it's big. It's basketball. There's 5 people on the floor, so that's huge for us. Everybody play with a lot of energy, and that's how we got to do it. We got to think the same way in Game 5 in Boston.
Over here on the left, Sarah.
Hey, Luka. Over the last 4 games, what's the biggest thing you've learned about yourself and what it's going to take to continue to win on this stage?
I don't know what to learn from myself. Ask me next day. I'll come up with the answer. I don't know really right now. But it's going to take everything. It's going to take energy, and especially energy. Because it's late in the season, we played a lot of games, so it's going to take, we got to stay together and locked in.
Here in the middle.
Luka, Robert Poredoš, Slovenska tiskovna agencija. Danes ste imeli v živo tudi podporo predsednika slovenske vlade. A ste se videla, ste se slišala, vam je povedal kaj koristnega?
Ja, na hitro. Pred tekmo sem mu pozdravil, tako da smo se videli.
Tanya on the left.
Luka, Tanya Ganguly, New York Times. Jayson came in here before the game and gave sort of an impassioned defense of you. He said a lot of the criticism you've been receiving has become personal and is a little unfair. And I'm wondering, did he say any of that to you? And whether he did or not, what does it mean to you that he had your back like that?
Oh, no, he didn't say anything to me especially. But that speaks a lot about him, He always has our players back. He always supports us, so that's a big thing to have a coach like that.
First row here.
There's your favorite guard, Chuck. He's back, and he's more confident after this one.
He's talking today.
In 7.
He was standing still last game.
Hey, can somebody get that for me? I want to hold that up. That's my man, Mavs in 7.
Hey, you're watching Game Time at the Finals presented by YouTube TV. From that fan.
Hey, we're going to rise up in Houston. We're going to rise up with them big women in San Antonio. And we're going to rise up with Galveston. And we're coming back to Dallas for Game 6. Mavs in 7. Me and my man believe this.
Chuck, you said it was over.
They got to show it. Look at your boy.
That's my guy right there. Look at all these damn signs he got, man. The shirt and everything.
What'd you think of that new sign?
Dude, this is his sign. Look at the shirt, dude. He had time. Look at this here.
We got this.
This dude, this is my new favorite fan right here. This man has got some issues, y'all. My man said Mavs in 7. Unbelievable.
All right, we got other fans losing it now. Let's go to the highlight from Game 4 of the NBA Finals. Kristaps Porzingis listed as available but did not play. Luka stepping up for Dallas. 25 points in the first half, came out aggressive, and Smitty in attack mode, not settling for jumpers.
They're playing much quicker. Even on pushing the basketball, throwing it ahead.
Defense.
Defensively, got to stop. We got to show this before the next game. Him getting stops, and then Drew Holiday.
Get this little man off of me. Get off me, little man. Steve, you got a great point, man. We've been saying all series and all year, they would be even better if they played fast. Get off me, little man.
Celtics struggling to score, not an issue for the Dallas Mavericks. In the first quarter, they had 34, their biggest scoring quarter of these NBA Finals.
And they weren't settling. A lot of baskets in the paint, attack mode early for the Mavs.
On the other end, the defense stifling, only allowing 35 points from the Boston Celtics in the first half.
Well,
it was a different mentality.
Shots this game. They only had 5 for the first 4. 3.
Yeah, but this, man, I'll tell you.
He pushed it. Look
at it. What a pass. What a catch, too.
They only had 2 lobs in the finals before that one after having 54 throughout the playoffs before.
This is just a settle right here, man. They were so passive offensively.
Daniel Gafford with the effort going for the loose ball. That's a 4th foul on Jayson Tatum with 10 minutes left in the third.
From some of the other guys.
Well, they played desperate out here. And obviously, as Chuck said, no force, no competitiveness whatsoever from Boston.
Oh, man, that was embarrassing. And I'm so glad Steve pointed out before the game. He said, I'll know early about the Celtics. They come out and just jack up threes, and they did.
A dime from Kyrie to Derek Lively. Now, you said before the game, Chuck, hey, we hadn't had a reason to talk about other Mavs in this series.
But they hadn't done anything.
7 offensive rebounds for Lively, 11 and 13, second double-double in a row.
Well, you know, we talked about downstairs, me and Grant, like, yo, man, they got point guards guarding power forwards, just throwing the ball in the post. Because there's mismatches all over the place. But a lot of credit goes out to Luke and Kyrie. But Hardaway Jr., Lively, Exum, and Gafford and Lively, man, they role players, the number one thing they have to do is play with energy. But the only problem with that, sometimes when they don't get shots, they don't play with energy. They were getting their lobs, they were getting their dunks, their energy level upped. The only problem is you got to write this. If I'm Coach Mazzulla, I'm not looking at any game tape. We didn't do anything. We don't deserve it. There was more. We give Dallas credit, but what we did tonight was unacceptable as a Boston Celtics. We just thought they were going to pack it in. But can the role players take that energy level on the road? That's going to be key. But to pick it back on Smitty again, the Mavs got to play faster. First time they scored over 100 points. They're going to have to score at least 100 to win a game in Boston. At least 100.
Yeah, and also defensively, Grant, really setting the tone, allowing just 84 points, and again, just 35 points in that first half.
Well, setting the tone in that first half, the first quarter defensively. And to Chuck's point, playing with energy, playing with effort. Obviously right here, attack mode, and making this Boston team settle from the perimeter, trying to make contested shots. Nothing in the paint, no blow-bys, no one playing downhill, everything contested, nothing easy for Boston. And as